Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended in a session May-June 2024 Paper 4-3. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, Part A. In 2023, a football club has 50 adult members and 70 child members. The membership fee for adult was $40 and the membership fee for a child was $15. Number 1, calculate the total of the membership fees received by the club in 2023. Okay, so the total membership fees in 2023, okay, there are 50 adult members and their fee is $40 plus 70 child members and their fee is $15. This would be the total membership fees. Okay, so 50 times 40 plus 70 times 15, this is $3,050. Now for the second part, the cost of running the club in 2023 was $2,780. This is the cost of running the club. Calculate $2,780 as a percentage of the total of the membership fees received by the club. Okay, $2,780 as a percentage of the total fee received, which is 3,050. Off means you have to divide it. Okay, so 2,780 divide 3,050 multiply by 100 is 91.15%. 15 if I round it in terms of percent. Now for the third part, in 2023 there were 120 members. Okay, there were 120 members. You can see 50 adult members and 70 child members, so total are 120 members. The 120 members, this is a 120 member. This was a decrease by 4% of the number of members in 2022. So the members in 2022 is 4% more than the members in 2023. Calculate the number of members in 2022. Let's say the number of members in 2022 are X, right? So it means 120 members. This was 4% decrease. So X minus 4% of X, right? So members in 2022, so decrease 4% of the members in 2022. This would be equals to the members in 2023. So 120, this would be equals to X into 1 minus 4 over 100. Okay, so this is 1 minus 4 over 100 is equals to 0.96. So 0.96x would be equals to 120, and what is x? X is 120 over 0.96. 120 divided by answer is 125. So 125 members were in 2022. Now for part 4, in 2024 the total number of members increased from 120 members in 2023. The members in 2022 are 125. In 2023, the members are 120. And the members of 2024, they are increased from 120. The number of adult members and the number of child members each increase by the same number. Both increase by the same number, right? Okay, so the adult members, let's say, are 50 before. Now they increase, let's say 50 and increase by some X. And the child members are 70 and they are increased by some X. The ratio, number of child members and the number of adult members and child members change to this. It's changed to what it means in 2024, it changed to, right? Part A, find the total number of members in 2024, right? So the adult member in 2024 is going to be 50 plus X, right? And its ratio The child members in 2024 would be 70 plus x, and this becomes 14 and 19. Change to, it means these are the members in 2024, not in 2023, right? Okay, so this is 50 plus x over 70 plus x. This would be equals to 14 over 19. Cross multiply 19 into 50 plus x equals to 14 into 70 plus x. Okay, so what is 19 times 50? This is 950 plus 19x. 14 times 70 is 980 plus 14x. 19x take away 14x, this would be equals to 980 take away 950. Combining the x terms to the left and the constant to the right, 19 take away 14 is 5x, and 980 take away 950 is 30. Divided by 5, this would be 6. So x equals to 6, right? So the x value is equals to 6. Now we have to figure out the total members in 2024. So the total members in 2024 is a sum of adult plus child. You know that the adult members are 50 plus x and the child members are 70 plus x. X value is 6. So this is 50 plus 6 is 56, 70 plus 6 is 76. 56 and 76, 132. 132 are the total members in 2024. Now for part B, calculate the percentage increase in the total number of members from 23 to 24. In 2024, the members are 132. In 2023, the members are 120. Okay, how much is the increase? 132 minus 120 divided by 120 multiplied by 100. Okay, 132 minus 120, 12 divided by 120 multiplied by 100, so 10. 10% is the increment in the total number of members. Now for part B, the population of a village is equals to 2500. The population is decreasing exponentially at a rate of 3% per year. Number 1, calculate the population at the end of 3 years. So it is exponential decay. So it's population question. P equals to P naught into 1 minus I to the power t. This is exponential decay. All right. So we have to find the population. The initial population was 2500. 1 minus, it is a decrease of 3% and 3 years. Simplify. 1 minus 3 over 100 to the power 3 multiply by 2500. 2280.6 or 2282 if I round it. This would be the population decrease from 2500 to 2282. Now for the second part, find the number of complete years, the time we have to find it take for the population to first fall below 2000. Okay, so this is the same exponential decay question, you know. It has the same formula, P equals to P naught into 1 minus I to the power t. So P naught, P population decrease would be 2000. P naught is 2500. 1 minus 3%. We have to solve for t. So at what time the number of complete years the population first fall below 200? It must be less than 2000, right? As we have done for 3 complete years the population is more than 2000, not below 2000. So let me check for 4 years, right? 2500 into guess and check method, 1 minus 3 over 100 to the power of 5. It's not below. To the power of 6. It's not again below. To the power of 7. 2019 to the power of 8. It's below, yes. So at t equals to 8, 2500 into 1 minus 3 over 100 to the power 8, this would be equals to 1959.3. Okay, this would be the population, and this is first fall below 2000. So this number is less than 2000. So the number of complete years are 8. Now for question number 2, part A, the nth term of the sequence is this. Number 1, find the fourth term of this sequence. 120 minus 4 to the power 3. So 124 cube is 64. Let me double check. 4 cube 64, yes. From 120 take away 64. This is 56. So 56 is the fourth term. Number 2, find the value of n when the nth term equals to this much. So the nth term, we can say an is 120 minus n cube. We have given. We have to solve for n when the nth term is this much. So the nth term is minus 1211, 120 minus n cube. Okay, shifting the n cube on the other side, it becomes positive. This is 120, shifting this term on the other side, it becomes positive as well. Okay, 120 plus 1211, n cube is 1331. Taking a cube root on both sides to get to solve for n. So the cube root of answer is 11. This is equals to 11. So at 11th term, its answer is this. Now for part B, the nth term of a different sequence is this much. Find the fifth term of this sequence. So the fifth term would be 3 times 0.2 to the power 5 minus 1. This is 3 times 0.2 to the power 4. 3 times 0.2 to the power of 4. And this would be, we can say 3 over 625, or in terms of decimal, 0.0048. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Now for part C, the table shows the first 4 terms of a sequence A, B, and C. Sequence A, B, and C, first term, second term, third term, and fourth term, right? Complete the table for each sequence. Find the fifth term and find the nth term. All right. Now, let's find out the common difference. What is the common difference? In 7, what we add to get? Okay, 4 and 7. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. 7 subtract 3 becomes 4. And 4 take away 3 is 1. And 1 take away 3 is minus 2. So minus 2 take away 3 minus 5. Okay, we are working with sequence A. So as you can see, it has a common difference. So this is an arithmetic progression, and its nth term is an equals to a plus n minus 1 into d for arithmetic progression. So the nth term a would be the first term of the sequence, n minus 1, d is the common difference, which is negative 3. So 7 minus 3n and plus 3. So an becomes 10 minus 3n. This is 10 minus 3n. All right. Now for sequence B, okay, let's see. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 over here. In the denominator, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see when the term is 1, the numerator is 1. Term 2, numerator is 2. Term 3, numerator is 3. Term 4, numerator is 4. Term 5, numerator is 5. And term n, the numerator is n. Divides. And here we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now it starts from 4. So 4 is n plus 3. 1 plus 3. 2 plus 3. 3 plus 3. 4 plus 3. 5 plus 3. N plus 3. Yes. This is simple. Now for part C, 0 to 6. Okay, it's I guess the times of by something. The first term is 0. Okay, then we have 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. No, I think it is a quadratic sequence. Let me write down sequence C. Find out the difference between 0, 2, 6 and 12. The difference is 2. Here the difference is 4. And here the difference is 6. The second difference is 2. The second difference is 2. Since the second difference is constant, second difference is constant. So it means what it is. This is a quadratic sequence. Quadratic sequence. So it must have a formula a(n) square plus bn plus c, right? So let me solve for the value of ABC. Okay, now what is a? So a is basically the second difference divided by 2. This is a second difference. It is divided by 2. This would be equals to 1. Okay. Now 3a plus b, this would be equals to the first term of the first difference, which is 2a value is 1. 3 plus b equals to 2, and the b value is 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. And a plus b plus c, this would be equals to the first term of the sequence, which is equals to 0. So a is 1, b is minus 1, plus c, this is equals to 0. So the c value is 0. So plug all the values into the sequence. A is 1, so n square, b is minus 1, n, and the c value is 0. So n square minus n is the nth term for this sequence. Question number 3, part A. Rahul rolls a dice 60 times. The results are shown in the table, the score and the frequency. Find the mode, the median and the mean. Mode is the highest frequency. Mode, this would be the highest frequency. Ten, 6, 11, 13, 14 and 6. 14 is the highest frequency at number 5, so the mode is 5. Median is the middle value of the data. Median is half of 60, which is 30th value. We have to find at what point it is 30. Okay, so 10 add up to 6, 16. 16 add up with 11. 16 plus 11 is 27, and 27 add up with 13 is 40. So over here 30th value as you can see, this is the 27th value. It lies at the score 3, so we are not dealing with the 27th value. So 30th value lies in this score 4, so 4 is the median. All right, the next one is the mean. Mean is sum of fx divided by the total. This is f, this is x. What is fx? The product. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 11 is 33. 4 times 13, 52. 5 times 14, 70. 6 times 6 is 36. Add them up. 10, 12, 33, 52, 70 and 36. And divided by the total are 60 times. Okay, 10 plus 12 plus 33 plus 52 plus 70 plus 36 divided by 60. 3.55 is the mean. 3.55. All right. Now for part B, Sangeeta measures the speed of each of 100 cards. The results are shown in the table, the speed and the frequency. Number 1, calculate an estimate of the mean speed. So the mean speed is sum of fx divided by the total number of cards, which are equals to 100. This is f. What is x? X is the midpoint of these intervals. 30, 20 and 30 midpoint is 25. 30, 40 and 50. 40 is the midpoint. 50 to 75, what is the midpoint? 50 plus 75 divided by 2. Midpoint is 62.5. All right. Now f and x. 10 times 25 product 250. 72 times 40. This is 2880. 18 times 62.5. 1125. Okay. So let me solve for the mean. 250 plus 2880, 1125 divided by the total number of cars of 100. 250 plus 2880 plus 1125 divided by 100. This is 42.55. The mean is 42.55 km per hour. That is the estimated mean speed. Now for second part, Sangeeta draws a histogram. For histogram, we need the frequency density. To show the information in the table, the height of the bar that represent 20 to 30 is 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter is the height of the bar. It means 3 centimeter is the frequency density for that interval. Calculate the height of each of the other two bars on the histogram. The height of the bar 30 to 70 and the height of the bar for 50 to 75. So this is the table. We have the frequencies. Let me solve for the frequency density, right? Okay. Frequency density is equals to frequency over the class width. Okay. So we have for frequency density for this interval, the frequency density is 3. What is the frequency? The frequency is 10 for this interval. And what is the class width of this interval? From 30 to 20 to 30, the width is just 10. 10 over 10 is 1. So it is times by 3 each time to get the height of that. So it is times by 3. We got that formula, right? So now the frequencies, and let me make the class width, and the frequency density equals to frequency over class width multiplied by 3. All right. Now for the interval, we have the frequency which is 72 and 18. The frequency is 72, the frequency is 18. What is the class width? The class width of 30 and 50. 50 minus 30, which is equals to 20. And the class width of the interval 30 to 75, which is 75 minus 50. 75 minus 50 is 25. Yes, it is 25. Now let me solve for the frequency density. Frequency is 72, class width is 20 times by 3. Frequency is 18, class width is 25 times by 3. You will get the height of that bar. 72 divided by 20 multiplied by 3. 10.8. This is 10.8 centimeters, and 18 divided by 25 multiplied by 3. This is 2.16. 2.16 centimeter. Question number 4. In this question, all the measurements are in centimeters. The area of the triangle is equals to the area of a square. Area of this triangle and area of this square both are equal. Part A showed this equation. So what is area of this triangle? Area of a triangle is half the product of two sides, which is r plus 2 and r plus 5, and sine of the angle between the two sides, which is 30 degree. This area equals to area of this square. All the sides are r plus 1 square. Side square is the formula for area of a square, right? Now let's simplify. What is sine 30? 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2 into r times r is r square. R times 5, 5r. 2 times r is 2r, and 2 times 5 is 10, and this would be 1 by 2. All right. And this is equals to r square plus 2r plus 1. 1 by 2 becomes 1 by 4. Okay, 1 by 4 into r square plus 7r plus 10 equals to r square plus 2r plus 1, right? Multiply both sides by 4, right? r square plus 7r plus 10, this would be 4r square. 2 times 4 is 8r plus 4. Okay, simplify further. You have 0 over here. 4r square minus r square, shift this r square on the other side, plus 8r. This r is minus 7r, plus 4 is as it is, and minus 10. 0 would be equals to 3r square plus r and minus 6. It is exactly the same. Now for part B, solve the equation. Give your answer to 2 decimal place. You must show all your working. Let me apply the quadratic formula over here. So r equals to a value is 3, b value is 1, and the c value is negative 6. A is the coefficient of r square, b is a coefficient of r, and the c is a constant term. R equals to negative of b plus minus square root b square minus 4 times the a value times the c value divides 2 times of the a value. R would be equals to negative 1 plus minus square root of minus 4 times 3 times minus 6, and add up 1 square, 73. Root 73, 2 times 3 would be equals to 6. Now we have two values of r. Minus 1 plus root 73 divided by 6 up to 2 decimal place. 2, 5 and 7 are 2, 6, 1.26. And minus 1 minus root 73 divided by 6, minus 1.59. R is minus 1.59. Alright. Now for part C, find the parameter of the square. Parameter of the square is 4 times the side. Side is r plus 1. This is 4r plus 4. Yes, 4. What is the r value we are going to use? As you can see, we can take the positive r value because this r represent the dimension, right? This r represent the dimension, the length and the width, right? And it never be negative, it must be a positive. So this is 1.26 plus 4. 4 times 1.26. 4 times 1.26 plus 4, 9.04. 9.04. This is the parameter of the square. Question number 5. The diagram shows the graph of y equals to f of x for the values of x from minus 3 to plus 3. Part A, 1. Use the graph to find f of 2. What is f of 2? When x is equals to 2. Okay, let me use a ruler. F of 2, it means we have to solve for y at x is equals to 2. This x is equals to 2. We have to solve for y. What is x equals to 2? At x is equals to 2, the value is 3. You can see this value is 3. The second part, use the graph to solve this equation f of x equals to 5. F of x equals to 5 means when y equals to 5. What is the value? Okay, let me draw the straight line. Y equals to 5. Okay, then one solution is negative 2, the other solution is 0.1234, negative 0.4, and the third solution is gonna be 2.1234, 2.4. Yeah, okay, the x value is negative 2, negative 0.4 and 2.4. Now for the third part, the equation f of x equals to k has exactly two solutions. Write down the value of k. means y equals to k has exactly two solutions. At what line it has two solutions? Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, at what value of y equals to 5, it has three solutions. Y equals to 6, 7, 8, it has three solutions. Okay, y equals to 9, it has two solutions. Y equals to 10, one solution. You have to solve for exactly two solutions. Okay, y equals to 3 has two solutions, and the less value have only one solution. Yeah, y equals to 3 has one solution. Now for part 4, choose the correct word from the box to complete the statement. The line x equals to 0 is the dash to the graph y equals to f of x. Is that a tangent, asymptote, root, or perpendicular? X equals to 0. This is x equals to 0. So this line x is equals to 0 is what? You can see this is not a tangent and this is not a perpendicular to the graph. This is not a tangent. 0 is not a tangent to the graph, right? 0 is not also a root of the graph, and 0 is not a perpendicular to this graph. 0 is the asymptote. You can see x equals to 0 is this line. The graph approaches to this x equals to 0. Here the graph also approaches to x equals to 0 but not touches that point. When the graph approaches to that point but does not touch, so that is the asymptote. All right, now for this second part B, in 1, on the grid draw the graph of y equals to x minus 2 from the values of x from -3 to +3. On the grid draw the graph of this. Okay, so here the y-intercept is -2 and the slope is equals to 1. The y-intercept is -2. Here is the y-intercept -2, slope is 1, rise 1 unit and the run is 1 unit over here. Let me draw the straight line graph. Okay, second part of B is find x when f of x equals to x minus 2. Okay, f of x is basically when y equals to x minus 2, right? F of x is basically this function. Let me show you the graph. At what point this function and this line intersect? It means at x is equals to 1. Part C, it says f of x is given. Use the graph to show that c equals to 2. You have to use the graph to show the c values too. All right, so as you can see, this is my f of x equals to x minus 2 and f of x equals to this. So x cube, x square minus c over x equals to x minus 2, right? At x is equals to 1. 1 square is 1 minus c over 1 is c, 1 minus 2. So this 1 and 1, c is minus c and minus 2. So this implies the c value is 2 after comparing. Part D, the equation f of x equals to x minus 2 can be written as this. Find the value of p and the value of q. Same thing, f of x is x square minus c value is 2 over x. This would be equals to x minus 2. Okay, so take an LCM, x cube minus 2 over x would be x minus 2. Cross multiplied x cube minus 2 is x square minus 2x. X cube minus x square plus 2x minus 2 equals to 0. Further simplify, x cube minus x square plus 2x equals to 2. So this is x cube plus px square plus qx equals to 2. So p value is -1 and the q value is 2. Question number 6, part A. The diagram shows a ladder GH on the horizontal ground leaning against a vertical wall HF. GF is 1.5 meters and HF is 4 meter. Calculate the length of the ladder GH. Okay, it is a right angle triangle, so we can apply a Pythagoras theorem. GH is the hypotenuse. Its square would be equals to 1.5 base square plus the perpendicular length its square. So GH is going to be the square root of 1.5 square plus 4 square. All right. Let me simplify. The square root of 1.5, square root 1.5 square plus 4 square. This would be 4.27 meters. Now for part B, W is 120 meters north of V and 50 meters east of V. Okay, north and the east. Calculate the bearing of V from W. Bearing of V from W. So from W, it means we have to draw the north line at W, and this angle we have to measure. As we can see, this straight line, this angle is 180 degree, plus this angle, you will get the bearing. How can we calculate that angle? So it is a right angle triangle, we can easily calculate that angle. So let's say this angle is theta. We have the opposite and the adjacent side, so use tangent theta. The opposite is 50 and the adjacent is 120. Theta is tangent inverse of 50 over 120. Tangent inverse of 50 over 120, 22.62. 22.62. So the bearing is in 180 degree. Add that theta, 22.62. Add 180. That bearing is 202.6. 202.6 degrees or 203 degrees. Now for part C, in the quadrilateral ABCD, A, B, C and D, A to D and D to C, these two are 5 centimeter. AD, this is 5 and this is 5. AB and BC, these two are same, and the angle ABD, A, B and D, this angle is 25 degrees, and the angle BAD, B, A and D, this angle is 15 degrees. All right. Now calculate the parameter of the quadrilateral ABCD. Parameter is sum of all sides. So this side is 5, this side is 5. These are the same sides. All right. So let me solve for AB. Right. All right. So let me draw this triangle B, D and A. This triangle A, B and D. This length is 5. This angle is 15. This angle is 25. We have to solve for the length AB. Okay, let me solve for the third angle of the triangle. Right. 180 minus 25 minus 15. This would be angle D. Okay. 180 minus 25 minus 15 is 140. 140 degree is that angle. Okay, we have 140. Let me apply the law of sine over here. Law of sine. Law of sine says sine A, the side AB which we have to find, over its front angle is sine 140 equals to the side is AD which is 5 and its front angle is sine 25. So this side and this angle, this side and its front angle. All right, let me solve for AB. It is 5 times sine 140 over sine 25. Sine 120 divided by sine 25, multiply by 5, 7.6. This is 7.605 meters. Yeah, centimeters. Okay. So 7.6 is this length, AB. This length is also 7.6. Let's find out the parameter. So the parameter of this quadrilateral is the sum of all sides, which is 5 plus 5 plus 7.6 plus 7.6. Okay, times it by 2 plus 5 plus 5 is 10, is 25.21. 25.21 centimeters. Part D. PQRS is a quadrilateral. P, Q, R and S. Calculate the angle PQR. P, Q and R, this angle we have to calculate. Okay. Since it is a quadrilateral, we have all the three sides of the quadrilateral, all the four sides, and one angle is given. Alright, so if I consider this triangle P, S and R, PRS, this triangle, we have two sides and the angle between them. Let me solve for the front side of the angle by using law of cosine. Applying law of cosine on triangle P, R and S. Let me solve for PR. So take its whole square. The rest of the sides are 11 and 8. Minus 2 into 11 into 8 and the cos of angle between the two sides. We will solve the side PR. Okay, cos 110 times 8 times 11 times negative 2. Add 8 square, add 11 square. And the square root of answer is 15.6. PR is 15.7 centimeters. This is 15.7. Now we have to find its front angle. All the three sides are given, applying law of cosine again, right? So we are again applying a law of cosine. Law of cosine on the triangle PQR. Because all the three sides of the triangle is given, we have to find. You can see this is 10, 14, 17, 15.7, and we have to find the angle in its front angle. Okay, so taking this side, 15.7 its square equals to 10 square plus 14 square minus 2 into 10 into 14 and cos of angle Q PQR. Okay, simplify this further. So this would be 15.7 its square minus 10 square minus 14 square. Shift this term and this term on the other side. This term is multiplying with this angle, so it is going to divide with minus 2 times 10 times 14. This would be cos of angle theta. Simplify. 15.7 square minus 10 square minus 14 square is the 49 over. If I can do the rest over here, we can say cos of theta is negative 49.51 divides 2 into 10 into 14, negative 280. Negative is cancelled with negative. Solve for theta. Cos inverse of 49.51 over 280. Cos inverse 49.51 divides 280. Theta is 79.8 degrees. Question number 7, part A1. A car travels 50 km at an average speed of 75 km per hour. We have the distance, we have the speed. Find the time taken. Give your answer in minutes. So speed equals to distance over time. We have to solve for time. This would be distance over speed. The distance is 50 km and the speed is 75 km per hour. Kilometer is cancelled with kilometer. This is 50 over 75 hour. The time is in hours, but we have to find the answer in minutes. 50 over 75. This is 2 by 3 hours. 2 by 3 hours. Okay, so this is 40 minutes. In terms of minutes, this would be equals to 40 minutes. Use the minutes button, this over here. Now for the second part, another car travels 47 kilometer, correct to the nearest kilometer. Kilometer and kilometer, 1 kilometer, 1 by 2, this is 0.5, right? The average speed of this is distance. So the distance is 47 kilometer. Add 0.5 and in 47 subtract 0.5 to get the upper and the lower bounds. 47.5 and 46.5. The average speed of this car, average speed we have given is 75 kilometer per hour, correct to the nearest 5 kilometer per hour. So this is 5 by 2. Okay, so speed upper and lower bound is going to be 75 plus and 75 minus, what is 5 by 2? 2.5. Adding 2.5 and subtracting 2.5. 75 plus 2.5 is 77.5 and 75 minus 2.5 is 72.5. All right, calculate the lower bound of the time taken. The lower bound of the time taken. Okay, so the speed is distance over time, and from here the time is going to be distance over speed. We have to find the lower bound for the time. So the time lower bound, it means the distance lower bound and the speed upper bound. Distance lower bound is this and the speed upper bound is this. Plug into the formula. So the time lower bound is distance is 46.5 and the speed is 77.5. 46.5 divides 77.5. This is 3 by 2 or 0.6 minutes. Sorry, we have to find the answer in minutes. This is in kilometer, this is in hours. Okay, 0.6 hour in minutes is 36 minutes. So in minutes the answer is 36. Part B, a train travels a total of 240 kilometer. This is a distance we have given. The train travels for t minutes at an average speed of 100 kilometer per hour. Okay, it then travels the t plus 60 minutes at an average speed of 110 kilometer per hour. Find the average speed for the whole journey. All right, first thing first. The train travels t minutes at an average speed. So the formula is speed equals to distance over time. And speed into time, this would be equals to the distance. The total distance traveled is 240 kilometer, right? Let's do these two statements. We have the speed, we have time, speed, and time. Let's say the distance 1 is speed into time. So the speed is 100 kilometer per hour is over 60, right? Minutes. Multiply t in terms of minutes. So minutes is cancelled with minutes. This is 100 out of 60. Multiply by t. This should be in terms of kilometers. Yes, this is the first distance. Now the second distance is again speed into time. The speed is 110 kilometer. So per hour is dividing by 60 minutes times t plus 60 minutes. So minutes are going to cancel out with minutes. So we are left with 110 over 60 multiply t plus 60 in kilometers. Okay, these are the two distances. Let me add them up. The total distance is 240, right? So 240 is a sum of distance 1 and the distance 2, right? This implies we can say the distance 1 is 100 over 60t. The distance 2 is 110 over 60 into t plus 60. This is 240. Let me solve for the time here first, right? So the time is 100 over 60t plus 110 over 60t plus 110 over 60 into 60. It is cancelled out. 110 equals to 240. Okay, 100 over 60 and 110 over 60. Okay, the denominators are same. 100 plus 110 divided by 60 is 7 by 2t. This is going to be 240 minus 110. 240 minus 110, 130. This is 130. So what is time? Time is 130 multiplied by 2 over 7, the reciprocal. 130 multiplied by 2 divided by 7 is 37.14. 37.14. This is in minutes. This time is in minutes, not in hours, right? So now let me find out the speed. Now the average speed is total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. Alright, now we have to find the average speed, which is total distance traveled, which is 240 kilometer, over the total time taken. As we have given the two times, the first time is t and the other time is t plus 60, right? So the time we have done is 37.14 minutes. So the average speed is total distance traveled is 240 kilometer over the total time is a sum of time 1 and time 2, right? So 240 time 1, this is in kilometer. Both the time should be in terms of hours to find the average speed in kilometer per hour. The time 1 is just t and the time 2 is t plus 60 minutes, right? Time 1 is t minutes, so t value is 37.14 in terms of minutes, so we have to divide it by 60 to make it in hours, plus the second time is 37.14 plus 60 minutes, so divided by 60 to convert them in terms of hours. This is the total time. Okay, this is 37.14 plus 60 divided by 60 plus 37.14 divided by 60. All right, so 240 kilometer over 2.238 hour. So the speed is 240 divided by answer 107 kilometer per hour. Question number 8, part A. The diagram shows a solid made from a cylinder and a cone. The height of the cylinder is 16 centimeter and the height of the cone is 1.5 centimeter. The radius of the cylinder and the base radius of the cone are each 0.35 centimeter. Number 1, calculate the total surface area of the solid. Area of a circle, curved surface area of a cylinder, area of a circle, curved surface area of the cone. This would be the total surface area of the solid. The curved surface area of a cone is pi RL. Let me solve for the slant height for the cone. So the radius we have given, slant height is the perpendicular distance, this distance is given. So if I can draw this right angle triangle over here separately, okay, so you guys can see the length is 1.5 and the radius is 0.35, both are in centimeters, right? We have to find the slant height L. So L is basically the square root of 0.35 square and 1.5 square. Okay, square root 0 bracket 0.35 its square plus bracket 1.5 square. This is gonna be 1.54 centimeters. This would be the slant height. Now let me find the total surface area. Total surface area is area of a circle is pi r square. The curved surface area of this cylinder is pi r 2 pi rh, plus again the area of this circle is pi r square and the curved surface area of this cone is pi rl. Okay, pi, the radius is radius is 0.35 its square, 2 pi, radius is 0.35, and the height is what is height? Height of a cylinder is 16. This is again a part, so it is 2 pi. R is 0.35 and L is 1.54. Let me take pi common, simplify. This is 2 times 0.35 times 0.35. Okay, 2 0.35 and 16 plus 2 into 16 into 0.35. Okay, plus 0.35 times 1.54. Okay, times it by pi, 37.64. This is 37.6 centimeters square. Okay, now the second part, calculate the volume of the solid. The volume of the cone is given. Okay, the volume of cone is given. We have to find the volume of a solid. So volume of a cone is volume of a cylinder plus volume of cone. Volume of a cylinder is pi r square h, and cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Okay, so pi, the radius is 0.35 its square for the cylinder, and the height of the cylinder is 16. 1/3 pi, the radius of the cone is 0.35 its square, and the height of the cone is 1.5. Okay, simplify, pi is common, so we have 0.35 times 0.35 times 16. I would write plus in the bracket 0.35 times 0.35 times 1.5 and divided by 3, times it by pi, 6.35 centimeter cube. Part 3, 10 of the solids are placed in a box. This is a box in the shape of a cuboid of length 17.5 centimeter. Okay, the diagram shows one end of the box. Okay, 10 of the solids are placed in a box, right? So this is one solid, and we have done with the volume of one solid is this much, right? So volume of 10 solids is 10 times 6.35, times it by 10, 63.5 cubic centimeter. This is the volume of 10 solids. They are placed in the box in the shape of a cuboid. The box is the shape of a cuboid. The length of cuboid is this. We have the width and the height of the cuboid. The diagram shows one end of the box. Find the volume of the empty space in the box. This is a volume of 10 solids, right? And what is the volume of cuboid? Volume of cuboid is length into width into height. Length is 17.5, width is 3.5, and the height is 1.4. 17.5, 3.5, 1.4. This is gonna be 85.75 cubic centimeter, right? So the empty space, the total volume is 85.75. Subtract the volume which is occupied by the 10 solids, which is 63.5. Subtract 63.5, so the empty space is 22.25 cubic centimeter. This is the volume of the empty space in the box. Now for part B, the diagram shows two mathematically similar solids. They are mathematically similar. The surface area of the larger solid is this, and the surface area of the smaller solid is this. Okay, so we have given the surface area of the larger is 200 and the surface area of the smaller one is 98. The volume of the larger solid is, volume is to 450. We have to find the volume of the smaller solid. Calculate. Okay. So, okay, let me use a concept of similar, mathematically similar shapes in terms of volume and area. So the area of shape 1 over area of shape 2, this would be equals to, let's say, any length of shape 1 and the length of shape 2, its square, and area and the area its power 1 by 2, this would be equals to the ratio of the length. Same is the case, volume of first and the volume of second, its ratio would be equals to length of first and the length of second, its whole cube, right? And we can say volume of first over volume of second, its cube root would be the length, the ratios of the length. So comparing both of them, because we have given the surface areas and the volume, not the length or the dimensions of the solids. Okay, so it means the area of the first and the area of the second, its power 1 by 2 would be equals to the volume of first over volume of second, its power 1 over 3. Okay, so let's say, so area of the larger one is 200, area of the smaller one is 98, its power 1 by 2. This would be equals to area of the volume of larger is 480 and the volume of smaller we have to find its power 1 by 3. Let me take the power 3 on both sides because we are solving for v over here. So 200 over 98, its power is 3 by 2. This is 450 over v. This is cancelled out, right? Okay, so what is going to be v? V is over here and shift 450 divides 200 over 98 to the power 2 by 3. This would be the volume of the smaller solid. Okay, so 200 divided by 98, its power is 2 by 3. No, it's 3 by 2. Yeah. Do it again. 200 over 98 to the power 3 by 2 and 450 over answer. 154 cubic centimeter is the volume of the smaller solid. Question number 9. The diagram shows 7 cards. Part A. Amir picked a card at random. Find the probability that the card shows number 1, the letter H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. There is no H. There is 0 H out of 7. So its probability is 0. The letter B. How many B's? We have just 1 B out of 7. So the probability is 1 by 7. Now for part B. Fumika pick one of the 7 cards at random. She replaces it and pick a second card at random. Replace means put it back. Find the probability that both cards shows the letter I. How many letter I's? There are 2 letter I's out of 7. Multiply the 2 letter I's out of 7. So 2 times 2 is 4. 7 times 7 is 49. 4 out of 49 is the probability. Part C. Marcos picks 2 of the 7 cards at random without replacement, without putting them back. Number 1. Find the probability that one card shows the letter I and the other card shows the letter N. There are 2 letter I's out of 7. Multiply. The other would be N. There is just one N out of the letters are going to be 6. And this is times it by 2. Why I'm timing it by 2? Because let's say he picked first card which of letter I and the second of N, or the first of N and the second of I. So there are 2 possibilities. Okay, so 2 into 2 into 1, the numerators divides 7 times 6. 2 over 21 is the probability. Now second part, find the probability that 2 cards shows different letters. As you can see, we have the letter N, A, M, I, B, I and A. So there are 2 A's and there are 2 I's. Okay, so 2 letters are same, A and I. So let me find out the probability of same letters. right? So the probability of a letter A, the first letter is, there are 2 times of A out of 7, multiply 1 is already picked, so 1 A is left out of 6. Okay, and there is a probability of letter I. So there are 2 I's out of 7 and now 1 I is left out of 6. 2 and 7 times 6 is 42. So this is 2 out of 42, or we can say 1 over 21. 1 over 21, because 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so now we have to combine it. So the probability of same letters is 1 over 21 plus 1 over 21. This is 2 over 21. All right, now for different letters, probability of different letters this would be equals to 1 minus probability of same letters. We are using the not rule over here. 1 minus probability of the same letters. This is 21 minus 2 over 21. 21 take away 2 is 19 out of 21. So that is a probability of when all the letters are different. Now for part D, Nana picks one of the 7 cards at random without replacement. One card she picked. She continues picking card at random without replacement until she picks a card that shows the letter A. The probability that this occurs when she picks the nth card is 4 over 21. Find the value of n. Alright, so she continued picking the card at random without replacement, means without putting them back, until she picks a card that shows the letter A. Okay, let's say the first is not A. The first card is not A, and the second card is A. Okay, and if we have given the probability that this occur when she picks the nth card is 4 by 3. So this is when she picks, let's say the first card she picks is a letter M, then N, then I, then B, then A. So these are the random letters, right? So the nth pick, its probability should be this, when she picks the letter A. Right, that would be the nth pick. Let's say she does not pick the letter A. So how many letters we have? We have M, we have N, we have B, we have 2 I's, and we have 2 A's. These are the letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So not A, how many letters we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 letters out of 7 letters. Let's say the first one is not A and the second one is A when she picks the letter A. So there are 2 A's and the 6 probably possibilities are left now. 5 times 2 is 10 and 7 times 6 is 42. So this would be 10 by 42. 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2. So this would be 4 over 21, not 5 over 21. So he picks the letter A, and this is the answer at the second pick. So not at the second pick. Let's check on the third pick. Okay, so the first pick is not A again, so its probability is 5 out of 7. I'm using a guess and check method. The second is also not A. Okay, so how many? Not A, there are 5 letters. Now 1 is already done, 4 letters are left out of 6. And the third is, let's say the third one is A, which are 2 letters out of how many are left? 5 are left. Let's see. We have 5, 4, 2. This is 40. Okay, and 7, 6, and 5. This is 210. Okay, 0 is cancelled with 0. This is 4 out of 21. So this exactly match. So at what nth pick this occurs? So this is at the third pick. You can see the first pick, first she does not pick A, the second she does not pick A, and on the third pick, let's say she picked A, and you will get the same probability. So the nth term is 3. At third pick, pick should be a letter A, and you will get the same probability. Question number 10, part A, find the derivative of y with respect to x. Dy over dx we have to find. 7 is the power x to the power 7 minus 1. minus 7 is outside, 6 is the power, now x is the power 6 minus 1. Power rule we are applying. 7x to the power 6 minus 7 times 6 is 42x to the power 5. That is the derivative 7x power 6 minus 42x power 5. Now for part B, find the equation of tangent to the graph at the point where x is equals to -1. Give your answer in this form. Equation of tangent. For equation of tangent, we need the point and we need the gradient. Okay, so the point is x is equals to -1. What is the y value? -1 power 7 minus 7, -1 power 6. This is -1, odd power stays -1, minus 7, -1 power 6 would be 1, minus 1 minus 7, this would be minus 8. So the x naught, let's say, and y naught, this point is -1, -8. All right. Now the second thing we need is the gradient. Gradient, or we can say y prime at x is equals to -1, right? So we have done with the y prime, which is 7x to the power 6 minus 42x to the power 5. Just x is -1. 7, this is 1, minus 42, this is -1. This is 7 plus 42. So 7 plus 42 is 49 is the gradient. Now let me write down the equation of tangent. So equation of tangent, y minus y naught equals to m into x minus x naught. This is my m now. Y minus y naught is -8, m is 49, into x minus x naught is -1. This is y plus 8 equals to 49, x plus 1. Converted into y equals to mx plus c form. So y plus 8 equals to 49x plus 49. Y would be equals to 49x plus 49 minus 8, and y is equals to 49x plus 41. So this is the equation in the form of mx plus c. Now for part C, the graph has two turning points. Okay, turning points or the stationary points. Find the coordinates of these points. You must show all your working. So for the turning points, what you have to do, you have to put y prime equals to 0, right? So the y prime is 7x to the power 6 minus 42x to the power 5. This should be equals to 0. Let's take 7 common, and x to the power 5 is common, right? 7 is common, x is left. 7 times 6 is 42 equals to 0, right? So from here, 7 is not equals to 0, x to the power 5 is equals to 0, and x minus 6 is equals to 0. Here x value is 0 and here x value is 6. So we have two x coordinates, which is 0 and 6. Let me solve the corresponding y coordinates. So what is y? Y is x power 7 minus 7x power 6. So y value at 0, 7 into 0. So this is 0, right? Now the y value when x is 6, 6 to the power 7 minus 7, 6 to the power 6. Right, 6 power 7, 279,936. 279,936. Okay, now we have okay, 6 to the power of 6 and times it by 7 is minus 326592. 279,936 minus answer. This is -46,656. -46,656. These are the two coordinates. Question number 11, part A. In the circle, center O, the length of the minor arc PQ. PQ is the minor arc. Its length is 3 by 7 of the length of the major arc PQ. This is the major arc. Show that x is 108 degrees. This is in degrees. So arc length has a formula which is theta over 360 degree 2 pi r. This is the formula for arc length. So the minor arc has angle x and the major arc has an angle 360 degree minus x, right? So we have given that the minor arc, the length of the minor arc, what is the length of the minor arc? Length of the minor arc is theta over 360 2 pi r. We don't know the radius. Yes. This would be equals to 3 by 7 of the length of the major arc. Major arc has an angle 360 minus x degree over 360 into 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r is cancelled with 2 pi r. Now we have to show the x value is 108, right? Okay, so what else is left? 360 is also cancelled with 360 degree. So here we are left with x degree, 3 by 7 and 360 degree minus x degree. Solving for x. So cross multiplied 7x, 3 times 360 and 3 times x. 3 times 360 is gonna be 1080 minus 3x. 7x plus 3x is 1080. This would be 10x, 1080. So x would be equals to 1080 over 10. Zeros cancel with 0, so x is equals to 108. So we have showed that x is 108. Now for part B, the diagram shows a sector O, A and B of a circle centered at O and the radius is R. The area of the triangle OAB, this is a triangle, is half the area of the sector. Angle AOY is Y, AOB is Y degree and is obtuse angle. This is more than 90 degree. Okay, number 1, show that. All right, so use this line that the area of the triangle would be equals to half of the area of the sector. Area of a triangle is half. These two sides are r times r and sine of the angle between them, which is y degree. This would be equals to half 1 by 2 of area of a sector. Area of a sector is theta over 360 pi r square, pi times radius square, right? Now let me simplify. Sine y stays the same, okay, and we can cancel this r square with this r square is cancelled out. 1 by 2 is cancelled out with 1 by 2, so we have sine y equals to y over 360 degree and pi. Okay, so 360 sine y is pi y. That this is proved, you can see, right? Now for moving to second part, complete the table giving your answer correct to 2 decimal place. Y values, these values and these. Okay, y values are given. When y is given, what is 360 sine y? Let me complete this column first. 360 times sine 108.7, 340.99 up to 2 decimal place. These are the 2 decimal place. 341.00 we can say. All right, now pi y. Okay, this is pi times 108.6, 341.18 up to 2 decimal place. All right, now this is 108.7 pi and this y, 341.49 up to 2 decimal place. Now for part 3, complete the statement. The value of y correct to 1 decimal place, the y value is correct to 1 decimal place that satisfies the equation sine 60 sine y equals to pi y is. So look at the table. Which value of y satisfies this equation? 341.60 and 340. 341.40, 86, 341 or 20, and this is 18. So this value of y satisfy 108.6, right? So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in a comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.